I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mackenzie, could I have roll call? Could we do roll call, please?
Commissioner Grabowski,
Here.
Commissioner Liebert,
Here.
Trustee Rhodey,
Here.
and President Knutson.
Here.
Commissioner Belt, Commissioner Jelassic, and Commissioner Hoff are all excused.
Item 2 for this evening are public hearings. We have 2. First is a conditional use grant request to allow a microbrewery with tap room and restaurant. A restaurant is only permissible through the issuance of a conditional use grant, section 40.2652. This 1.52 acre parcel located at 203 West Wisconsin Avenue, PWV 0898982 is Zone B2 Downtown Business District. Property owner is Duncan Zink, Jeff Duncan owner. And applicant is Brewfinity Brewing Company, Chad Olstron, owner and agent. I hereby open up the public hearing on this. Is there anybody here that would like to make a comment? No? Okay. We'll close that public hearing. Second one is a conditional use grant request to allow a state-certified adult daycare facility. A state-certified adult daycare facility is only permissible through the issuance of a conditional use grant, section 40.31612. This 1.77 acre lot located at 1275 East Wisconsin Avenue, Suites A and B and C, PWV 0922990004 is Zone B5, Light Industrial District. Property owner is Laura Walls and applicant is Wisconsin Adult Center LLC. Lindsay Roddy, pardon me, I didn't mean to.
Close enough, right?
Owner and agent. I hereby open up the public hearing on that matter. Is there any questions or comments? And on that. Okay, well, we're going to go right into item 3, citizen comments. This is an opportunity for citizens to share their opinions with commission members on any topic they choose. However, due to Wisconsin open meeting laws, the commission is not able to answer questions or respond to your comments. All comments should be directed to the commission. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Speakers are asked to use the podium and state their name for address. Anybody want to make a comment? Okay, then we'll go right on to item 4. Regular Planning Commission meeting, November 14th, approval. I hope everyone's had a chance to look them over. Are there any questions, comments, corrections as the way they are presented this evening?
I just have a comment, Jeff.
Yes.
For the newer commission members, the village has an ordinance, just so you're aware, that while the commission can transact business with a quorum of 4, any action taken by the commission needs the majority of the entire commission, not just the quorum. So in effect, that means 4 members need to vote to agree on anything. And because there's 4 here, that means really we need a unanimous approval on anything tonight. And as I know, Commissioner Grabowski, I think you might have been absent last time, and normally you would abstain, but in order for the minutes to approve, you don't abstain, and we've been over that. You don't. Abstention's not a requirement, but practice. So just want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. And
Appreciate that.
Okay, is there any motion to approve as presented?
I'll move to approve the minutes from November 14th, 2024.
Second, Rhodey.
We have a motion and a second. Comments? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Planning Commission meeting notes are hereby approved. Item 5, old business, we have none. New business, review, discussion, and possible action on a conditional use grant request to allow a microbrewery and tap room and restaurant. A restaurant is only permissible through the issuance of conditional use grant, section 40.2652. This 1.52 acre parcel located at 205 West Wisconsin Avenue, PWV 0898982 is Zone B2 Downtown Business District. Property owner is Duncan's Inc., Jeff Duncan owner, and applicant is Brewfinity Brewing Company, Chad Ostrom, owner and agent. I hope the board has gone through it. Are there any questions, comments, or corrections? Do you have any questions or comments to anybody?
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
I think, just for the record, I think you accidentally said 205 West Wisconsin. I think it's supposed to be 203. Is that correct?
Did I say 203? Yes, it is 203, I'm sorry. Does anybody have questions as to the way it is presented this evening?
I just did have one question.
Yeah.
The parking spaces that are being taken up by the 24-seat outdoor, that's the same amount as had been approved prior by the prior owner?
Villa City. Is that the same one? Yeah, correct. Okay.
It is the same, okay,
Yep.
okay.
The question for the owners, did you guys intend to ever have music?
Our intention is to have music, yes.
Is that, I
State
did,
your name and address for the record, please.
Chad Ostrom, Brewfinity Brewing. Do you want my actual address or the business address?
Business address is fine.
Currently N58W39800 Industrial Road, Oconomowoc.
because we just have outdoor music included in this, right?
So we're not actually going to have outdoor music, we're going to do it indoors.
Oh,
So the only issue with that is during the summertime, if the doors are open, it
Okay.
would overflow
okay.
from there.
It's because if you wanted it, we'd want it. We always like to include everything. Like anybody who wants everything, like we'd like to have it up front here. So if you wanted music or longer hours or anything like that, we can throw them in here.
Okay.
That was it. So, but you don't want, but we could put it in here now. Is what I'm saying.
I believe we do have it in there right now, as a matter of fact.
Oh, I might have missed it. Sorry.
And you won't, being on that same topic, like during Wednesday night, music nights downtown, you won't have any?
No, we're going to do it select times when there's more during the weekends, like on
Oh, yeah.
Friday or Saturday night.
Live music.
So
Okay.
just to be clear, though, I think what they're saying, do you want music outside on the sidewalk, like speakers
No.
outside at all?
No,
Okay.
Okay. All right. Then we're good.
Okay.
That's fine then, right? Yeah. We don't
Right,
need
that's not included in
Okay.
perfect motion right now.
to make sure we get everything in there for you.
I might sing a lot outside, but that's about it.
Yeah, there's no ordinance against that. Yeah.
Any other questions or comments?
No, before anyone does, I just like to state Mr. Ostrom and Brewfinity has been a great partner of Pewaukee, even though they're based in Oconomowoc. They've participated a lot with the park. They've donated a lot of equipment and beer and everything for quite a few park events. So, I mean, even before they've come to town, they've been great stewards of the community. So,
Are you making a motion?
I mean,
Before that, Matt, for the administrator, were there other staff comments that were not included in the packet with related to this application?
Yes,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yes.
So we want to put those on the record in case there needs to be further discussion.
All right, thank you, President Chairman. So the Department of Public Works looked at this agenda item and had some additional comments to be added to the conditions of the grant. There are two utility concerns. They would like the sanitary sewer lateral televised to make sure it's in good working order. And we're under, all municipalities are required to inspect for stormwater infiltration to sanitary sewer laterals. In the same manner, we should, the water utility should be contacted to identify the material in the water service pipe for public safety, and per the Public Service Commission, we need to identify lead service laterals. Any sidewalk panels that are outside the property that are in need of repair should be replaced. So the condition should be to work with village or engineering staff to identify and replace those panels. If, because it's going to be a restaurant, we need to document the fact that it has a grease trap, a functional grease trap. And they would like to confirm the number of parking stalls that you have on the property. And then the last one is just from the City of Brookfield wastewater treatment plant, which is where we send all of our wastewater, that the Brufinity comply with whatever pretreatment or testing that the wastewater treatment plant has for, since they'll be brewing on site, and that could have concentrated wastewater.
Sure.
I don't know if there's a grease trap on that site already.
There is not.
There's not. Where are you going to planning it? I mean, I knew you were going to cook off site, right?
To start with, but we'll probably put the grease trap in right away.
Okay. So you're fine. Was there anything else in the conditions that you saw that you had any issues with? Or okay.
Do you have any?
I just have the comments that are in the conditions already. And I will point out, I believe the parking aspect, from the planning side seems more than adequate. Looks like there's over 100 stalls for that property. Given with the square footage that they're using and by restaurant use, it looks like technically they only need, I think, 70 or 77.
It's probably the most
I had in there
compliant one
right
we've
now.
been approved like in the last 3 years.
Yeah. So, no, as long as it's approved as part of our usual conditions on in our supplement, we're good.
Any other questions or comments from any board or staff member?
So would we be then making a motion to approve the conditional use and also the site plan? Is that correct?
The site plan, I think, is part of the conditional use, correct? It's all
Right.
one
Okay, so
application.
just,
So
okay, so that, okay.
you'd be approving
Yep,
it
if you approve
subject
it
to,
We have to
Okay.
mention
Subject to the planner's comments, the DPW
DPW
comments.
Yeah.
Were there any engineering comments in this one? I don't think so.
no, that was in line with the EW.
I am disappointed about the lead. Lead and Pilsner really lead
It
water.
brings out the flavor
It does.
actually quite a bit.
If there's no other comments, I'll make a motion. All right, I'll make a motion to approve with both planners and DPW comments.
Liebert will second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Further discussion?
I just wanted to say, I think Brufinity is a great company. I've worked with them before when I worked for the Village of Sussex. They also helped our park and recs there a lot, the Pints in the Park and things like that. So it's great to see them spreading out in Lake Country, and wish you all the success.
Thank you.
With that being said, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is hereby carried. Look forward to the business.
Thank you.
Thank you. Review, discussion, and possible action on conditional use grant request to allow a state-certified adult care facility. A state-certified adult daycare facility is only permissible through the issuance of a conditional use grant, section 40.31612. This 177-acre parcel located at 1275 East Wisconsin Avenue, Suites A, B, and C, PWV 0922997004 is zoned B5 Light Industrial District. Property owner is Laura Wallace, and applicant is Wisconsin Adult Center, LLC, Lindsay Chevalt, owner and agent.
A little twist in there, I like it.
Yeah. Let's get that L in there. I will just say, are there any questions to staff? And then staff, do you have any comments?
Looks pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah, pretty straightforward. This is actually, it was conditional use approved back in 2012. Unfortunately, it was just for, when they came in, it was for Unit A, and after some consultation, with the village attorney, since it was pretty strict to calling out just that unit, as we know, we can have multiple conditional units in a multiple tenant building at times. This is similar, so since they're expanding out, it's kind of a formality. We just need to approve the adult daycare use for these other units that they're now coming in for and just get it on legal record.
Well, we appreciate your patience and
Oh.
cooperation with that.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was for a whole address, so conditional use.
You just want to
So
say your name and record. Or
Chivarati.
name and address for the record, thank you.
Lindsay Chivarati. So I went from 3 letters to 11. So just for reference, Unit A doesn't connect to Unit B. There's really no area to get into Unit B because of where the bathrooms are situated. So that is a separate unit. But Unit C, I'm looking to open it up to A. So there's kind of joining warehouses right there. I think at one point of time, it was probably exposed at some point in time. Very easy. But where this started, I'm actually in Unit C. I'm putting a very large adaptable bathroom for wheelchairs to move very easily. So in my other unit, we do have an accessible bathroom. Just looking for something a little bit easier for staff, easier for clients. So
Sounds good.
Any other questions or comments? Do I have a motion? Oops,
Sorry, for the administrator, again, I can't remember, did DPW have additional comments for this one as well?
No, not for this one.
Okay, thank you.
And I'll make a motion to approve with planner's comments.
Weibert, second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion again is hereby carried. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Item C, review, discussion, and possible recommendation to the village board on a partial release of water main easement on CSM number 11800 at 404 Lake Street, PWV 0899235001. Yes, Matt.
Thank you, President Knudsen. So this is a pretty simple and straightforward request. As you know, the Pewaukee High School is engaged in a construction project, and part of that project is to relocate a water main on their property. And so where the water main was had an easement that granted village access to it. Since it's not going to be there anymore, we're proposing to release the easement. And the only action for you tonight is to recommend it to the village board. They'll actually have the final action to approve or deny.
And then the new easement will,
Yeah, so any recommendation I would recommend that it be subject to the replacement easement being agreed to.
okay, we don't really.
Yeah, so you can recommend approval of the release subject to the replacement easement. This is only coming before the commission. Obviously, we don't see these that often, but this is an easement that was created by a certified survey map rather than a separate agreement. So because your predecessors agreed to this before and approved it, you now have to weigh in and recommend.
Someone like to make a motion?
Say, do the code, the whole board, do the board. I'll make a motion to approve subject to the future approval of the proposed new water main easement.
Second, Rhodey.
Okay, we have a motion and a second, and this is going to the village board.
Subject to recommendation.
All right.
Make a motion to recommend. Sorry, no.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is hereby carried. Item 7, citizen comments. They all left. Item 8 is adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
Weibert, second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion is hereby carried, and we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.